Hello and welcome along to another video. Right, today's video I need to start with a little bit of context because, as you probably will have noticed, I am not in the hills. I am in a graveyard, or I'm passing through a graveyard, and I don't normally start videos passing through a graveyard. Now, my car, unfortunately, is at the doctor, and it will be at the car doctor's for the foreseeable, potentially up to the end of this year, which means my ability to travel is going to be reduced. So Sarah and I thought a good idea might be to explore a local town and see what adventures we can find literally on our doorstep. So thanks for joining us, and let's see what we find. The major benefit about where we live is that it doesn't take us very long to get out of the town and into slightly more wild and natural environments. Over the next few months there will be more of these types of videos occurring, so please do let me know what you like about them, and if there's anything you're not so keen on, that's all valuable feedback too. But yeah, I really hope you enjoy.
Welcome to Lindsay Moss Nature Reserve. There's some wee chaffinches and greenfinches. It's actually quite a boggy, marshy reserve, so there's lots of paths and walkways, but it means that it's perfect for lots of wildlife, which we know I love.
So we've arrived at our first destination on today's adventure, and it's Lindsay Moss Nature Reserve. And it really doesn't take very long to get here from where we live. And that's what's amazing about these types of places, is you just completely forget that you're in a town. Yes, there's some distant traffic, there's the odd train that passes by, but you know, because you're in this particular foresty bit, you just forget all of that. And it's just really pretty, especially at this time of year when the trees are turning colours. And yeah, and they're getting a little bit barer. It's just, yeah, it's really beautiful.
So I believe that Lindsay Moss is the remains of a raised peat bog, and it would have been used for peat extraction, for peat cutting. So there is you can spot a few sort of ruins of buildings that I think would have been used during that process when it was sort of being industrialised. But now, instead of being a peat bog, it's a nature reserve. But my favourite thing about Lindsay Moss is all the wildlife, particularly all the birds. There's loads of different birds that we've spotted here. Birds of prey like buzzards, occasionally kestrels and sparrowhawks, and all the small birds, yeah, goldfinches, greenfinches, chaffinches, sparrows, everything. And that's my favourite thing about Lindsay Moss. Oh, and also sometimes little creatures. I'm pretty sure once I saw like a little weasel of some kind, or like a vole. So yeah, there's just so much wildlife and it's amazing. You can also see right across to the Campsies. I mean, it's just such a beautiful view. I guess this must be what used to be part of the peat bog, and it's just like a marshy, I guess a marshland, and yeah, now it's more of a habitat for birds. There's lots of breeding birds here, especially in the spring.
The boardwalk that we're walking on right now has been upgraded in recent years. When we first moved into this area, it was definitely about half the width. There was lots of missing boards in places, but well, if I swing this way, you can see behind me that it's a pretty sizable boardwalk now, and it's in really great condition. So it's nice, you know. One of the cool things about this particular little nature reserve is that it is sort of taken care of, which is good. But yeah, it's just really beautiful.
Heron. Can you see it?
Yep.
It's so big. Look how big its wings are. Massive dinosaur bird. Look at it.
We're about halfway round, I would say, the Lenzie Moss Nature Reserve, and there's a couple of options at this point. We can either continue and basically do the other side of the Lenzie Moss loop walk, or we could tail off and we could go to another little woodland that I know about. Do you want to do that? Mm-hmm. Okay, let's do that. We'll do that. Oh, well then, not even 2 minutes from leaving Lenzie Moss and we're in another really lovely woodland area. And I believe this is called Boghead Wood. I wonder if I spot anything in here.
There is quite a lot of water around this area as well, so Kirkintilloch is actually the canal capital of Scotland. There's also lots of lovely wee burns. There's the Luggy Water, which has lots of lovely walks up and down it, and we're about to, I think, when we come through Boghead Wood and come out, get to another burn called Park Burn, which is also a lovely wee place to walk along. So yeah, lots of woods and lots of water.
This little stump's got a sign on it that says Nathan's Snack Stump. Established lockdown 2020. Walk, seat, eat, repeat. Oh, that's very lovely. It's a little tree tunnel section. Sarah loves a tree tunnel. Every time we pass a tree tunnel, whether it's driving or walking, she's always like, tree tunnel! And now I can't pass a tree tunnel without being like, it's a tree tunnel! Anyway, it's very pretty.
I do love a tree tunnel. We made it to the burn. I mean, listen to the sound of that.
That's 2 herons we've spotted today. I don't think they'd be the same heron because the first one we saw was headed in a totally different direction from where we are now. So yeah, it must be 2 independent herons. How fun. Are you happy?
Very happy. Delighted.
And that's us on the other side of Boghead Wood. And it's a very short little woodland area, but it is very pretty. And it clearly must be home to some herons. But I believe the path from here follows the burn all the way into Kirky town centre. So I think that's what we're going to do now. We're going to follow Park Burn all the way in to Kirky.
We have before seen some deer in this field, which obviously the farmers don't enjoy, but I enjoy. But it doesn't look like any deer today. No deer today, which is good for the farmers, not so good for Sarah's wildlife spotting.
So we've just come to the end of the path that's been running alongside Park Burn, and we're going to make our way along to another path that runs alongside the Forth and Clyde Canal, and that canal path will take us into Kirky town centre.
We've got a wee canal boat mooring here. I always love the colours of them. What a lovely view. It's not made for people my height.
Yeah, so this is the Forth and Clyde Canal. And behind me, where Sarah is, if you follow that, you would go all the way into Glasgow. But we're going to go the other way, which will take us up and alongside the canal and up to Kirky.
So we started somewhere over here and we walked down here around Lindsay Moss, through Bulkhead Wood, all the way along up here Parkburn, and then to the marina, and I'm now on the Forth and Clyde Canal going into Kirky Town Centre.
I've really enjoyed this walk so far. It's one thing that I've always been quite keen to do, and I've always said it to you, but I've never actually done anything about it, that I'd like to make videos about our local area and the adventures that you can find within your local area, and to show people that you don't need to necessarily travel hundreds of miles to an exotic or mountainous part of the country in order to enjoy yourself or to find something that's just a bit unusual or out of the ordinary. So yeah, it's been nice to film this, because we've walked this a couple of times, but I've never ever filmed anything around here. So yeah, if you are enjoying it, please do let me know. If you want more stuff like this, again, please do let me know, because it's definitely going to be coming over the next few weeks with the lack of a vehicle and the lack of ready access to the mountains or to the highlands. But yeah, there is quite a few areas specifically around about where we live which are very nice, and we really are close to the campsies, and there's some other little pockets of this particular area in eastern Bartonshire that I really do want to try and capture on film as well. So yeah, hopefully I'll be able to do a little bit more of that in the next few weeks too. Heron! You sure? Is that just a massive seagull? That's tremendously disappointing. I honestly thought that was a heron. And that'd have topped off this video just nicely. But I guess on that note, we are basically in Kirky Town Centre. That is Kirky Town Centre, you can see behind me. So with that, I'm going to say cheerio and thank you so much for watching this video. I know it's been a bit different. I really do hope that you've enjoyed it, because I've had a great time. You know, it's really nice to get to share these beautiful locations, not just with you, but with the wonderful Sarah, who today has not brought chaos to this video, but who has brought a sense of calm and a sense of beauty. But I'm sure the chaos will come back in another video at some point. Don't worry about that. But yeah, thank you so much for watching. If you've enjoyed it, give us a thumbs up. Please do comment. And of course, if you haven't subscribed, be sure to do so. And I'll see you in the next adventure soon.